Hey, greetings, students. My name is James Sturb. I'm going to be your instructor in 517 this year. And I thought I would just create this short interview to introduce myself and talk a little bit about the class, but not much. I'm looking forward to meeting you in our little teams meet and greet in a couple days, and we'll get to know one another better there. And to start this process, I have to tell you a quick story about being in a faculty meeting 10 years ago. I was a high school teacher. And we're doing a little like group peer collaboration where teachers were sharing technology ideas. And in my small group, I had a rookie teacher. And I hadn't interacted with this person much. I mean, the year was relatively new. But I was so impressed with her ideas on technology. And so I went down to my room right after the meeting, started messing with some of them, and then ended up utilizing two of her ideas over the next week. And I came to her after that and thanked her for those ideas. And it was a eureka moment for me because I realized as a veteran teacher that I had to be open to learning from younger tech savvy teachers. Well, that was 10 years ago. So I taught for 34 years in a K-12 classroom. I was a high school social studies teacher at Big Walnut High School, which is up close to Columbus. I live in Delaware County, commute down to Muskingum once a week, and then I was thrilled to teach this virtual class. But after that interaction in that faculty meeting, I made some very positive changes in my instruction. I became very open and very willing to take risks and experiment. And it really enriched my instruction. It enriched the learning environment of my class. And I had some opportunities as a result of these experiments, of this willingness to step out of my comfort zone. Now, I'm not saying this well, obviously I'm doing a little self-promotion here, but it'll let you know that I have done some things that uniquely qualify me to be your instructor in 517. I wrote 4 books in the last 10 years on student engagement and bonding with students. I helped Columbus State develop their online version of History 1181. I was teaching CCP at the time and had a reputation for using a lot of technology, and so they contacted me and I said yes. It was a tremendous learning experience. I also host the podcast Hacking Engagement, and we'll be listening to some of those episodes as the fall rolls along. Now in 2019, it was a really momentous time for me. I'd done 34 years in the classroom, but I had no inclination to retire because I was having too much fun. And then my school district came and offered a buyout to veteran teachers, and it was significant, and that was something I couldn't resist. But I was a little worried about retiring because I didn't know what I would do with myself because I really enjoy teaching. My friend, Ray White, was the education department chair at the time. She contacted me and said, would you be willing to come down to Muskingum a couple days a week and teach some of our undergraduate classes? And I said, sure. This is in fall of 2019. So last year I started teaching Education 110 and Education 341. That's introduction and then assessment. And it was magnificent. I loved it. It was just a tremendous experience. And so Tracy Tuttle, who's now the education department chair, approached me this summer and said, we need someone to teach 517. And when she told me about the class, it just sounded outstanding. So I'm thrilled to be working through this material with you folks this fall. And just a couple guiding principles. I want to promote higher level thinking, just like Bloom promoted in the 1940s. We need to be prompting our students to create new things, to use higher level thinking to create brand new ideas and products and concepts. And technology is perfect for that. It really is quite liberating and allows for independent thought and independent action. So in this class, I'm going to hopefully inspire you to promote higher level thinking to your students. And in the process, I am going to ask you to do something each week, to create something, to build something. And this class is going to be extremely hands-on. If you're teaching right now, I'm going to challenge you to take some of the creations that you that you craft in this class and use them in your own classroom and then report back to us. That's going to be big. And if you're not teaching right now, I want you to create this inventory of lessons that you can give to your students someday. And finally, even though we're not going to probably ever meet face to face, don't think for 1 minute that we're not going to do a lot of collaborating. Now, you can email me, but I'll be honest with you, I look at my email about once a day. We're going to utilize 2 applications in this class, and we're going to utilize them extensively. One is Voxer, which is the online walkie-talkie, and the other is Remind. Yeah, you might be familiar with both, but you're going to be very familiar with both by the end of the semester. I'm really looking forward to this. Really looking forward to talking to you in a couple days. See you soon.